We are the algorithm, that we are the gender, we are the energy, we are the thing that can do a thing, and the thing will not get done. Whatever that thing is that you're complaining about, that you're waiting on someone else to do, it's your responsibility. You have something to put to you have something to create, to help create that change. You, right? It's you, it's us, it's me. And what they are not preparing for, they are preparing for already for 2027 of how much money you're going to spend. They're already preparing for it. They're prepared. We are not prepared. Joyful day, beautiful beings, and joyful all things, beautiful hearts. Welcome back to Beyond the Story Hearts Talk podcast. We are back, right? We are back. Guess who's back? Sierra's back, and I told y'all that I am back in my heart space. And what does that mean? It means that I got content. It means that I got something to say. It means that my soul really wants to be intentional. So, if you're new here, then we want to say a heartfelt welcome. If you are continuing to beat with us out here in these streets, cause real life be life, and right, life has a real life budget. So beyond the story helps us to to not be caught up in the only condition. And so I'm just going to jump right into it. I have done something unconventional, which I realized that I like doing something unconventional. I fell in love with transformation. Now, it's almost an insane in the membrane kind of thing, right? Because if anybody knows transformation and a soul transformation, then it doesn't feel good to your flesh, right? It doesn't feel good to your comfort zone. It doesn't feel good to the lies that you are telling yourself. It doesn't feel good to the made up limitness that the world has projected and propagated and seeped into us, right? It doesn't feel good to that. So, falling in love with transformation is one of the most outrageous things I've done, because so much comes with that, right? And so here we are at a Black Friday investment series that I came up with, because Thanksgiving I was really feeling some type of way, right? How are we still celebrating a holiday, a pagan holiday, something that was just totally man-made, invented for us to celebrate? Like, they tell us when we can be thankful. They tell us when fireworks should happen in our life. Like, we're really being told how to live our lives, and hence why I wanted to disrupt the outdated narratives. Yeah, I realized that I was believing and living my life according to a narrative that was not true to who I felt on the inside. And it explains why life felt so hard, and why I felt so out of place, and all these other things, because I was going, and you were probably going against the grain, against against the fiber of your being, right? Oh, I can't. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. That's it. So, Black Friday investment series. It is. I did the intro yesterday, so I hope you've been sharing that and you partake in that. I did say that some things were going to be added into the link of each podcast, because I am inviting individuals in to invest in themselves, right? Yes, this ain't about your wallet. This ain't about your shopping cart. This is about investing in you, because you are worthy of investment. And so there are going to be links added inside of the description that goes to investment, right? And some free things that I want to give, right? These are gifts that mean so much more than just being a worksheet or a framework, right? These are things that I know for a fact that if you apply it even to the slightest bit, that change and transformation will come about for you. And so let's just get on to it, right? So I came up with this Black Friday investment series. It wasn't about having a black sale. This was about us investing in us. This is about you investing in you. This is about giving yourself the opportunity to disrupt outdated narratives, to get out of your way, to see yourself in a new way, right? To get up, brush yourself off and start all over again, right? Or to not do the same things that you've done over and over again. Whatever it is, however you need to tell yourself, I promise that there is something here for you. And so we turn black into a acronym. I like acronyms. I like metaphors because they have helped me to be able to communicate. So we use acronyms a lot. And so I'm just going to go over the acronym of black for this series. And black, again, isn't about the color. Black is about a heart set. Black is about a mindset. Black is about you being intentional about breaking out of the matrix. You being intentional about not repeating cycles, right? Yeah, you being intentional to stand up, to speak up. That's what black is about. And so we flipped it. We remixed black. So black in the acronym, B stands for break cycles. L stands for learn yourself, right? A stands for align your story. And C stands for choose conscious connections. And then then K stands for keep blooming. Yes. And so that is the acronym of black, right? That is the acronym of black. And so we did not want to do what the world was propagating and forcing us and persuading us to spend money to compare, to perform. This series invites you to invest into your inner world, your inner healing, and your voice in your community, right? And so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing that around black. And so this is going to be 5 series. And so I did the introduction yesterday, so this would be day 1 of the series. And so day 1 of this series, we are going to go over black. We're going to be talking about breaking the cycles. And so I'm going to share a little bit about breaking the cycle. And so if we're going to break the cycle, we got to know where it even started from so we know what in the world is going on, right? Not just jumping aboard. So to break this cycle of Black Friday, when did Black Friday happen? Black Friday happened. It was literally like a market crash that 2 financial wealthy investors, Jay Could and Good, Jay Could, Good, it's Gould, Jay Good and James Fix tried to take control of the U.S. gold market. Right? Try to take control of the U.S. gold market. Their scheme collapsed. The economy overnight, ruining farmers, workers, and families across the country. Even though this predates, right? This predates many modern black communities. The pattern is familiar, right? The pattern is familiar. So what that is saying to us is that individuals are still doing things that is not about the betterment of our communities. That's pretty much what it's saying, right? And although the scripture tells us that there is nothing new under the sun, this Black Friday as they have it now, it is nothing new under the sun. It is about investing in larger corporations. It is about high credit cards. It has been said that a lot of people open new credit cards around this Black Friday weekend. Yeah, people are going to get credit to invest in doorbuster deals. Just something that is literally about you going in debt. Like, you can't even afford the life that is trying to get us to live. So And then a few people gain wealth, right? This is about a few people gaining wealth at the expense of many. I'm over it, right? I am over it. My heart aches when I even think about it. I am over it. Just a few people gaining wealth at the expense of many. Thanksgiving was at the expense of many, what they call Thanksgiving. And so many of us talk about what we're thankful for. I would love for us to be that thankful every day, right? Every second of the day. I would love for us to be that thankful as we are thankful on a day that was about hurting many people, killing a lot of indigenous people, and taking their land. Economic systems are designed to extract instead of support. Black Friday is about extracting from you in a time that life is really life, in a time where our government is in a whole shamble right now. EBT just got cut off, like Medicaid is happening, like a lot of things is happening. And right now they have the audacity to talk about Black Friday doorbusters, 10% off deals. Get out of here, right? Economic systems designed to extract instead of supporting. And after all these years and all the things that have been done, you would think that stuff would be better, but it's not. It won't. And why won't it? Because I realized something blew my mind when I was with the Dream to Fitness, which is a Black-led organization, social organization, formed around the death of Trayvon Martin, right? And so what hit me, right, when we were doing something, maybe some mapping, and what hit me, because when you think about systems, I know for me, for a while, when I thought about a system and being up against a system, it feels, I felt defeated, right? Because when you think about a system, you think of this big old thing that's bigger than you, have all these other things, right? And what I realized that really broke the mold for me and shift the narrative was that these systems are made up of people. The systems are made up of people, individual people who put their pants on like you, who have children, who has family. The systems are made up of people, right? And so I personally can't go up against a system, but I can go up against an individual, right? I can talk to an individual. I can tell them how I feel, right? I connect with individuals in the store. So one person at a time. It says that if one person repented, then all heaven rejoiced. If you change one person at a time, starting with yourself, we can disrupt and dismantle these systems. And so legacies disrupted by someone else's greed. Our legacy, your legacy, for generations and centuries have been disrupted by people greed. They lied to the indigenous people, came and stole their land. We're talking about breaking cycles is what we're talking about. It's the B in the black of this Black investment series, because in order to invest in you, you're going to have to break cycles. Think about it, right? When you were born, the day you were born, the time you were born, a lot of us know the day and the time we were born for our astrology charts or whatever. So the day you were born into a narrative. You were born into your mom fears, your father insecurities, your father being choked out by the Jim Crow laws and rules and regulations, and then the pipeline to prison. So the Jim Crow law wasn't enough. Taking the man outside of our homes was not enough. Getting the women to flip on the man. So now we're fully into our masculine, to where we lie to ourselves that we don't need the man, right? And that is not true. That is so far from the truth. But we bought into the narrative. We believe the narrative because now we find some comfort there. Because are the men perfect? No. But are women perfect? No. Right? And so we bought into the narrative that now we hate the species that we were supposed to join together, make family, and change this planet with. We have been bamboozled, people. And so the Jim Crow law, the pipeline to prison was real. All these things were real. All these things have been intentionally designed and have disrupted our legacy because of someone else's greed, because them just having what they have isn't enough. We don't need a bunch of billionaires, right? We don't need a bunch of billionaires. I know, I don't want to get too much. But we're talking about breaking cycles in this first episode. We're talking about breaking cycles, y'all. And so, are you ready to do that? Are you ready to do that? And so, I'm going to be dropping links inside of the description. The links is an investment page, which is a free content. I have 3 investment series inside of there that when they are combined together, they are self-activation, right? It's a self-activation toolkit. When you put all 3 of those additions together, they become a self-activation toolkit that will allow you to intentionally pretty much play towards your strength. Pretty much see how you can be a part of the change. Pretty much allow you to see that you're worthy of investment, and a lot of how you feel and think about yourself has been taught to you, right? It's been taught to you. You were born into a world where a world was already hating, where hate was already real, marginalizing was already real, redlining was already real. These things were already real, and this is the world that you were born in. But because you was born, somebody say with me, because I was born, right? Because you were born, the narrative can change. Because you were born, change can happen. Because you were born, something can be invented that can disrupt the matrix. Now, so let's talk about it. How Black Friday disrupt Black legacy and community wealth. It reinforces cycles of death. Somebody drop the mic. Black Friday reinforces cycles of debt. Statistics show that Black commerce and are disproportionately affected, right, from this Black Friday. Right? Predatory lending, high interest debt, credit-based enforcement, holiday pressure spending. Debt disrupts generational wealth building. I want us to understand, and to overstand that we are the algorithm, that we are the we are the energy, we are the thing that can do a thing, and the thing will not get done. Whatever that thing is that you're complaining about, that you're waiting on someone else to do, it's your responsibility. You have something you have something to create, to help create that change. You, right? It's you, it's us, it's me. And what they are not preparing for, they are preparing for already for 2027 of how much money you're going to spend. They're already preparing for it. They're prepared. We are not prepared. We are not prepared because we're stuck in the narrative of just hating people. Like, you can't, is there something else that we could do besides hating and being crabs in the buckets, besides not seeing our worth? Is it something else that we could be doing? Yes, it is. And thank you for asking. And this is the reason of the Black Friday investment series. This is the reason of why Beyond the Story is back on in your airways, back on your streaming platforms. We are on Amazon, we are on Apple, we are on iHeart, we are on Good Pods, right? So we are streaming on several podcasts. So please go and subscribe. And if you already have it, then put Beyond the Story Hearts Talk podcast in your favorites so you can like the information and that you can share, right? This is just real heart information that I didn't even know that I now want to share and learn more of. I will break cycles. Who's going to say that with me? Who's going to say that and mean that? And then use the investment tools and framework that I left for you to continue to break cycles, to continue to learn yourself, to continue to align your story, right? To continue to align your story, and then to continue to choose conscious connections. Choose conscious connections. Choose like-minded, heart-minded individuals who intimidate you a little bit. You should want to be in a room with someone who intimidates you slightly, because it will remind you of exactly who you can be, that you can absolutely be more than what you are currently believing about yourself. And we're about done here. These are not meant to be long, and sometimes they can be long. I'm not here to guess the time. I'm just here to deliver the message. I am here to be a soul provider, right? I want to provide things and nutrients and vitamins for your soul like we do our flesh, right? We taking our multivitamins, we're taking our black girl vitamins, we taking the prenatal vitamins, we taking the vitamins we hit in the gym, and all those things are great, and all those things make your outside look good. But what about the innermost parts of you? What about the thing beyond the story? What about the thing beyond the skin? What about the thing that existed before all things existed? And that was your spirit, because you are absolutely more than flesh. I know, we're talking about Black Friday investment. I ain't going to take us there. That's a whole nother time, right? But we're going to get there, because this is my channel, and I'm here to talk my heart talk for those who want to beat with me. For those who want to break cycles, for those who want to learn about themselves, because your knowledge of self will saturate your love of self, that will then bloom into a respect of self. And once that happens, I promise you, I guarantee that you will never, ever, 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 ever want to be the old version of yourself. And so we're going to align our story. We're going to choose conscious connections. And we are going to keep blooming to our fullest potential. And so why this matters, right? Why this matters for breaking cycles. We inherit economic behaviors and wounds and mindsets, right? How you feel about money ain't just about you. A lot of us have bad money habits and spending habits because nobody really told us how to handle money. No one taught us how to attract the money. We were only taught that you should work hard for your money. So hard for your money, right? Everything about what it's supposed to come to you says that you needed to labor for it, and that's not true. But we were taught that. And so that's why it matters. This is why it's important to break the cycles. This is why it's important to sit down and reflect and really realize or think about why it is that you're doing what you're doing. Is that really what you want to be doing? Or is that a cycle from your great grandma, mama them, that because she did it, they did it, and now you doing it? You might just be doing it in a different way, but you still doing it because if it makes your love feel like damaging, and if it's more about telling the kids and all these other things opposed to about understanding our young people, because they are still one in the same. Again, that's for another thing. So why this matters for breaking cycles? Because we have inherited this broken system. We haven't inherited this matrix mindset. And so it takes a lot. And the thing that what the lot part is because you're going to have to go against your comfort zone. You're going to have to go against the thing that you might be afraid of, the thing that feels like fear, that makes you not want to do it. You can lean into that and you can take off. Yeah, but because we feel a certain way, we clam up, we don't want to do it, we don't want to say it. But I am here to disrupt. I want to step on toes. I want to be a Santa sparrow in your shoe. That's what I want to be now. And I want to do that and with so much love and so much joy, because I'm not here to wish bad on anyone. I'm not here to do bad on I don't have to do that. This is not even how I'm wired. But I am here to disrupt some stuff. And first for myself. First for Sierra. So the one person that I'm going to change. The one person that I'm going to start with is me, right? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking her to change her ways. Are you asking yourself to change your ways? Are you ready to break those cycles? Don't you see that you were inherited The debt, the shame, the pain, the behaviors, and the wounds of those who came before you, the systematic systems, right? The intentional barriers set up. You inherit those things, but you can change those things. You get to disrupt those outdated things that no longer serve you. You could do that. Our communities have lived through cycles created by systems and not our choices. Breaking cycles today means refusing to let manipulation, scarcity, buy it now, 3 days, we'll buy stuff that we don't need because we think we're going to be without, when we and all that we need shall be provided, right? All that you need shall be provided. You will not lack anything. But the scarcity mindset and exploitation continues to shape our story. Are you ready to break cycles with me? Are you ready to go beyond the narrative that you believed about yourself? Are you ready to hit the Control Alt Delete button so you can wipe all that out that does not serve you, that had you on the MUS soundtrack? And if you don't know, if you're new here, that means the made up stuff, right? Have you been on the MUS soundtrack, beaten to the made up things about you for fitting the games that life has called you to play? And playing the games doesn't mean that you are going to play them perfectly, but you showing up absolutely changes things. Are you ready to break the cycle? Are you ready to invest in yourself? Well, I'm ready to continue to invest in you because I've said it before and I'll say it again. That a better you equals a better me. Thank you. That's it, y'all. That's all. Thank you for tuning into the first series of Black Friday investment. In the link in the description, I will include the links to the investment page that has all the cool additions to where you can creatively use the Black acronym, right, to create a way for you. There is a journal edition, so you can write your way to a new chapter. And there is an action step edition for those who like to take action and is ready to be Karate Kid. It's there. And when you put all those three things together, it is a self-activation toolkit. And share with people, right? Share with people. And so one last thing I want to remind us, there is a survey that I'm asking us to take. The link will be there as well. And the survey is just so you can help you, so you can see where you are before you start this series and in who you might want to give yourself the opportunity to become once this series is over. And if you feel like you need some help or some cheerleading, because I'm here to be your biggest cheerleader, right? I'm here to be your biggest cheerleader. If you don't know how to communicate what might be trying to communicate with you, then I'm here to help you, decode that, right? I'm here to help you find your contra code so you can have the life that you desire. Who know about that contra code? Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, A, select, start. I'm here to help you find your contra code, right? And so wherever you are, from the pre and the post survey, there is help for you. So take full advantage of the investment that has been invested in you today and throughout this series. So tune in tomorrow. I can't tell you when the episode will be, but it will be. And I heart you. A better you equals a better me. Keep smiling and keep shining. And know that you are worthy of investment.